Welcome to Massive Beers. My name is Matt. We do the beer stuff here. Almost that time. Almost that time. Festbier time. And today we're going to dive into, we're talking about a early August, so we're close, but yeah, Victory came out with theirs, and it's just their Victory Festbier. It's a Marzen-Style lager, 5.6% alcohol by volume, and you're looking at a card-carrying member of Festbier season. I will drink the crap out of Festbiers. It is one of my favorite kind of seasonal beers, and to see this pop up so early, because, again, early August, it kind of makes sense. Just kind of chomping to dive into it. What do we have here? We have a story time on the back. It says, traditions matter, and for us, that tradition started in 1996 when we opened the doors of Victory Brewing and brewed our very first recipe, Festbier. Wow, it's our first recipe. I did not know that. This is the Marzen-Style lager. Is a perfect balance of subtle sweetness and malt forward freshness for the festivities of the season. Nothing else. Date on this, I assume it says 25/17/7. I assume that means it was July 17th. So we're looking at about 3 weeks old on this because it has the best by date of December 25th. Or 26th, day after Christmas, Boxing Day. So yeah, here we go. Let's see what the sucker has to offer. It is hot out. I have my air conditioner going, so I think I got my noise reduction down on my editing. So I think this might be pretty clear, but I ain't turning that sucker off because it will quickly get hot in here. It's 75, almost 76 degrees in here. If I turn that AC off, by the time I finish this review, it'd be like in the 80s. Shed life, baby. Label-wise, it's what Victory does. Not going to get angry at that. And as far as the beer goes, I mean, that looks like Festbier, baby. That rich kind of copper, maybe a bit darker color that you typically expect from a nice Festbier / Marzen, or Marzen. People out there want to get really, really hot and bothered over pronunciations. You have about a quarter pinky finger of a kind of like almost like just short of khaki colored head, and then it just has that rich, like I said, copper kind of color to it, so it looks the part. This is a very horrible swirling glass, but I think it did a pretty good job. It's a good nose. Oh yeah, that's what I love about Festbier, and specifically like very much like Marzen's. And I'm trying to adjust my camera here without turning it off. Oh, see what happens when I try to do things on the fly. Anyway, I feel like everything's dark over here. Yeah, why my light keeps going off over here? I don't know why. It's a mind of its own. Anyway, you can get a lot of different kind of variations of Festbier. This is their Festbier, which is a Marzen-Style lager, Marzen-Style lager, and this definitely brings that kind of like Bach-y kind of vibe to it, but at that lower ABV level. Just malts through the wazoo. Oh man, just rich caramel brown bready malts, man. It's just like exactly what I love about Bach's and double Bach, but you're getting in such a low ABV. It's one of the reasons why I like this style of beer so much. And you maybe get a little bit of kind of tannic tea, like kind of hot there, sure, fine. But it really is all about those malts. That roasty, toasty breadiness. Again, think darker, almost pumpernickel level bread, but instead of using sugar, use like maybe like a honey kind of caramel kind of mixture as that honey base, as that sugar base for baking that bread. And that's the kind of vibes that come off this sucker. So let's just dive in. Cheers, all. Man, and it follows through in the taste. But the really cool part about this is while they talk about tradition here, I feel like you're getting a decent hot pop here. Again, that tannic tea-like, but with a nice dose of kind of floral characteristic, kind of hoppiness really does come through. Man, it's good. Super well made, super clean, but since it is a Marzen and it's kind of getting up towards those Bach-y kind of vibes for me, it does have a little bit of softness to it too, so it pulls that cool trick of having a clean kind of lager ferment, but also having a little bit of softness, not super snappy. I think that elevates the beer quite honestly. And you get that wash of that sweetened kind of baked bready honey / caramel kind of sugar based kind of breadiness, but then you get this nice kind of little tannic floral hop on the other end of things. Snappy, bounces off that sweetness really, really nice, and a really clean, well-made beer. This is freaking amazing stuff. Honestly, it's one of those things where it's probably my fault because I don't pick up a ton of Victory beers. I work in PA now. I have the opportunity to pick up more often. Not that I believe they're distroed in Jersey, but you see much more in PA. But if I saw a shelf full, and this is me complaining about myself right now. If I saw a shelf full of Festbier, and this is in a shelf full, I'm not sure I would pick it up. I don't know why. I love me Victory. I love what they do. But since it was like literally like, oh, Festbier, the first one I've seen all season, gotta buy it. I bought it. And now I want to kick my own butt for not just buying this in previous seasons. Because honestly, one of the best Festbiers I've ever had. One of the better Marzen-Style lagers I've ever had. It's just really cool. To sure, I believe there is a bit of an Americanized twist there with the way the hops kind of come off in here, but it's not boisterous to the point where it's like out of craziness or anything like that. It just shows a really well-made beer from a really good brewery. Done and done. Let's talk about it. Is this one of the better Marzen's Fest beers I've had? It's like, yeah, Mount Rushmore's that. It's honestly, it's that good. Value and availability, it's Victory. It's a 6-pack. A 6-pack of cans, I want to say it was floating right around $12 and leave you with, probably get off the shelf, probably find it anywhere and leave you with, if you like what we like this, if you like traditional Fest beers, German-style beers, darker, Baki, Marzen, stuff like that, but you're not afraid of a little extra, just to dial it up. We're not going to 11 on those hops, but a little bit more than what you expect. And I think it brings a perfect balance to the beer. If you dig that, you'll dig this beer. So there you go. Reviewing the books. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let's down there if you want to talk about it. No, we can talk about Victory. Have you been to the brewery? Have you had their beers? Have you had this beer? Let's talk about it. Have you had Victory's first beer ever made when they first brewed it back in 1996? That would be a cool conversation to have. All that stuff down below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our review. Hopefully you enjoyed a little bit of Fest season beer. Hope we'll see you next time. Cheers, y'all.